Yes, a lot of people are texting and not everyone likes it, but everyone is pretty much dealing with it. And so I want to make it a little bit easier for you to understand what he's thinking, what's going on, what message his text actually sends, all right? So let's go over some things that he can text you if he really likes you, or he will text you if he really likes you. Text number 1, he'll ask you, do you need anything? He is trying to make himself readily available for you if necessary. He's letting you know, I have your back, I will look out for you, I am here to be support for you, and I don't mind being support in any way, shape, or form. And that's why he says, do you need anything? Let me know if you need anything. He's showing you that he cares. All right. So again, a man who likes you will do that. Now, the guy who does not like you, he's letting you know what he needs from you all the time. It's always about him. But this guy, again, when men like you, they sometimes go above and beyond. And this is one of those times. And again, some people may say he's just trying to show off. But either way, he's only trying to show off because he wants to impress you, and he sees enough value in you to want to even try that move. The next thing a guy will text you if he really likes you is a quick response. So here's the reality. In today's world, and I am guilty as anyone, some of us take forever to respond, okay? We are horrible with text. And so there's a part of me that doesn't want to shed a bad light on the late responders because I know I'm one of them, right? And I understand how we can get real busy and sidetracked. And I do have an explanation for the late text, one of them, and I'll tell you in a second. But I will say this. When he is making sure he responds very quickly, that is typically a sign that he likes you. That is typically a sign that, again, there's a level of value there. Now, yes, some people could argue he doesn't have anything better to do, so he has all the time in the world to respond very fast, while a more busy, active man may have more delays, all right? And let me give you one of my reasons that I do believe would apply to men and women out there as to why sometimes there's a late text. And I will say this. If you text me or text someone a question or something that requires a long response, or I have to process my thoughts before I can respond, and now I'm dealing with so many other things, that text is going to be put on hold because I have to wait till I have time not to just respond, but to process. However, I will say for those listening who are late responders, and I'm trying to work on it myself, is if you are not available to give a full answer, simply acknowledge the text and say, hey, let me get back to you later. I'm a little busy right now. That would be the best approach to take. But again, I'm as guilty as anyone else, so I ain't judging nobody when it comes to late response. But getting back to the original point, yes, a quick response is usually a very good sign that he does have interest, that he does like you. The next thing on the list of things he will text you if he likes you is emojis with hearts. Now, again, I know what some of y'all are thinking, so please hold your thoughts because I'm going to address what I know is scrambling around in your head. I'm going to address it at the end of the video, but just stick with me here. I will say that again, it's typically, I'll say this, when a guy does not like you, when a guy does not care whatsoever for you, or he's not serious, or maybe just wants sex, he will be more reluctant to use the emojis that have hearts in it. Because the heart conveys a little bit more than just a simple smiley face or whatever other emojis that people will use, or the eggplant. If he texts you with an eggplant, I think we know where he's trying to go with that. But when he's willing to include hearts in the text, that's usually a good sign of he likes you. Now, let me also just say this from my own defense. If you DM me on Instagram, I respond a lot of times with hearts. But that's just part of the business, all right? So don't take my hearts on the DM the wrong way. But yes, if I'm texting a woman that I'm dating and I'm seeing, and I'm willing to include hearts in it, heart eyes and all these things, that's at least saying I like you. Again, this is never going to say that man, he loves you, or he's 100% serious or has genuine intentions. We can't always say that, but again, I'll explain that a little bit more later. But it's a good sign typically if he's willing to put hearts and again, take that emoji game to the next level with the hearts included, all right? All right, so let's keep this going. And the next text that he'll send if he likes you, if he really likes you, is a text to make sure you got home safely. All right. So again, this will of course have to include you actually going out on a date or seeing him, hanging out. And then when you are leaving, you know, he may say, well, text me when you get home. So he may take a preemptive strike and say, text me when you get home. Let me know you got home safely. And others will reach out and make sure. But either way, he's trying to show a concern for your well-being. Again, I know that you're saying, man, there's a lot of guys that can do all this stuff and it doesn't mean anything. We'll talk about that. But let's just go with the fact that, again, when he's unwilling to do that at all, and this is one of those that it's a little tricky because I will say that there are men out there who may genuinely like you and they may not understand the etiquette of making sure you got home safely. They may not understand that whole text. And some of you might be thinking, well, that's ridiculous. He's a grown man. He should know better. Or he's a young guy. He should know better. Common sense ain't always so common. People don't always understand those little nuances. So it's possible that, yes, just because he doesn't text that doesn't automatically mean he doesn't. All right. But I do think that typically it's a good sign that he is showing you that he cares by saying, hey, let me know you're okay. Let me know you got home safely. All those types of things. Basically, any text that checks up on your well-being. So before I get to the next point or the next text, be sure to get your copy of The Man God Has for You. So it's going to tell you a lot more than what he's going to text you if he likes you, all right? It's going to help you with the 7 traits that help you determine your life partner. It's a best-selling book. Women are loving it. Thousands of reviews on Amazon. It's all over the place. Trust me, get your copy. Click the link below in the comment section or in the description, all right? All right, so next one is a long text. All right, so what do I mean by that? I mean the fact that, again, men who are simply trying to have their fun, who don't really like you, who aren't trying to have any, or don't have any serious intentions with you, they want things to be convenient. And so it's more likely for them to have very short responses. Now, again, this is another one of those things. It's tricky. And let me just make this clear. I did this topic because I do get asked these questions, all right? So I have to cover them. But this is one of those topics where I was a little iffy because there's a lot of trickiness in some of this. And again, I'll get more into that. I keep saying it. I'll get more into that at the very end of the video. But listen, the long text, like I said, one, when they're not serious, there's typically going to be short text, quick one-word responses. They don't want to engage in long text conversations. Now, again, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm someone who in general doesn't care for long text conversations. So I know many of you can agree with me. Some of us view texting as short convos, quick sentences. That's it. That's the purpose of texting as far as I'm concerned. But I will say this. When he is willing to send a long text, that is typically a good sign. When he is willing to sit there and type out all these damn words just to express to you or to respond to you, at least he values you enough to want to take that effort, all right? Again, not to dismiss those of us who don't believe in all that, but I do think that when we really like someone, when we're really into them, we bend the rules a little bit. And sending those long texts or longer than usual texts are now on the table, all right? So I do think that, yes, it is a good sign. It is something that says, all right, he is willing to engage and express and again, type. So long text, another sign that he really likes you, or another text that he really likes you. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. There will be men who want you, but more importantly is for you to receive the man who values you. And when he's emotionally attracted to you, that value will be there. So I'm gonna lay out for you the 7 signs that he's emotionally attracted to you.